Wiring a GFCI outlet is one of the most useful upgrades you can make in your home. It protects you from electrical shock in kitchens, bathrooms, garages, and anywhere near water. Today, we'll walk you through exactly how to install one safely, correctly identify your wires, and even set it up to protect multiple outlets downstream. Before you start, gather your gear. Amperage limits are one-directional. The rating of your outlet faceplate must never exceed the rating of your circuit breaker and wire. A 15-amp circuit breaker must only use a standard 15-amp GFCI. A 20-amp circuit breaker can use either a 20-amp GFCI, identified by its T-shaped slot, or a standard 15-amp duplex GFCI, since its twin plugs count as multiple outlets. Next, you need to identify the incoming power wire. The line terminals are where power comes in. The load terminals are where protected power goes out to additional downstream outlets. Get them reversed, and the GFCI will not function correctly. Most GFCI outlets come with the load terminals covered with tape. That tape means the terminals are optional and should be used only when you want to protect downstream outlets. So for the single outlet method, connect only to the line terminals. The GFCI protects itself and nothing else. For the multi-outlet protection method, connect the incoming power to line and outgoing wires to load. Every standard outlet downstream on the same circuit receives GFCI protection through this one device. To figure out which wire is the line wire, first shut the power off at the panel. Pull the existing outlet from the box and separate all wires so nothing touches. Restore power temporarily. Use a non-contact voltage tester to identify which black, hot wire is live. That is the line wire. Now you're ready to install your new GFCI outlet. Shut the power off again before proceeding. Verify the power is off at the outlet with a non-contact voltage tester. Photograph existing connections before disconnecting anything. Then, disconnect the old outlet. Keep the line and load wires clearly separated and labeled if two cables are present. For a single outlet, or one cable, connect the black cable to the brass line terminal, the white cable to the silver line terminal, and the ground copper wire to green ground screw. Leave the load terminals taped. For multi-outlet downstream protection, or two cables, connect the incoming line black cable to the brass line terminal, the incoming line white cable to the silver line terminal, the outgoing load black cable to the brass load terminal, and the outgoing load white cable to the silver load terminal. All grounds should be pigtailed to a ground screw. Fold the wires neatly into the box. Mount the GFCI outlet and attach the wall plate. Restore the power and test. Press the test button. The outlet should lose power, and the reset button should pop out. Press reset to restore power. Verify downstream outlets also respond if using load protection. Here are some common mistakes to avoid. Wiring only the line terminals when you meant to protect downstream outlets. Skipping the test after install. Grabbing the wrong amperage. And that's it. You've got a properly wired GFCI outlet protecting you and your home. Remember, test it monthly. And if anything ever seems off, don't hesitate to call a licensed electrician. If this video helped you out, hit like, subscribe for more, and head over to SupplyHouse.com when you're ready to get the job done right.